helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3. Pass to Jackson. Sinks the triple.
And he's proven he can make this shot. Jackson, the D has to respect his range better than that.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Zubats with the screen for George. Drains it from beyond the arc.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation. Paul George got it there.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Bain kicks to Adams. Back to Bain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. 2 points. That one goes.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
And here's Leonard from 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Adams outside. Morant against Covington. There's Jackson with the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Jackson's got 6.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Morant passes to Jackson. That shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Out to Morant. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And that's just a great job of staying ready by Morant. He didn't need to dominate the ball to score there.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Morant surveying the D. Jackson up top. He's got 6. Banked in off the glass. 8 points for him.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
Covington passes to Westbrook. Covington kicks to George. The Clippers get another chance here. Jackson against Covington. Outside Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And in that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
Morant finds Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. Clippers leading by 3. Outside, George. Passes it to Leonard. And a miss there on the triple. Memphis has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. And it's Morant missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. George plays it up and banks it in. George has got 10 points in the game.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
Morant reaches to Brooks. To the left side wing. And Adams kicks to Brooks. Back to Adams. Shoots over Zubac. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Clippers lead by... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Jackson has the open look. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. 11 points in the game.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say John Morant.
Morant passes to Bane. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The drive by Payne. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
No problem knocking that one down.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Payne kicks to Morant. Adams outside. Jackson with it. 11 points in the game. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
There's a screen by Covington. Back to George. Brent, how has size now affected the way the game is played?
Well, if I could just take a detour, Kevin, I would tell you it's skill that has affected the way the game has played. I mean, this has always been a tall man's game, and usually it's been dominated by the biggest guys, but that's not the case anymore. So you look at 6'4" to 6'7" guys who are skilled to shoot, pass, and dribble. That's what every team is looking for, and that's the way the modern NBA team, especially a championship caliber team, is made.
Kick out to Adams. Memphis moving that ball around. And no good that time. Good D by Covington. Leonard dishes to George. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Covington. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. The Grizzlies trail by 3. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Outside Williams. 1:44 left in the first half. Chalk up 2 there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And just a fantastic season a year ago in terms of his free throw shooting. 90%. from the line.
Kennard out there to help space the floor with that kind of range.
1:24 left in the first half of basketball. And it's Clark in the corner. Back to Jones. The pass to Clark. 6 to shoot. All alone. Rebound by the Clippers.
He wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Highland passes to Plumlee. And he lays it straight in. Plumlee's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, for people who question some toughness and determination, Plumlee showing off that he can finish through contact and growing in both of those areas.
Williams kicks to Kennard. Williams passes to Kennard. Inside. Outside Williams. Over Gordon. Off the left rim and out. Clippers leading by 3. Pass to Plumlee. Nifty move. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. Jones drives in. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
It's tipped, and that'll do it for the first half. Game time. It's time now to go courtside as we send you. Thank you, David. We'll be back at
29. The Grizzlies. 29.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Adams finds Bain. Out to Brooks. 4 on the shot clock. For the lead, and Covington sends it back.
The rejection. Covington, good job defensively.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Leonard against Brooks. In the corner, it's Gordon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Eric Gordon is always a threat as a 2-guard to score. However, the defense gets a little too physical with him there, which is why he gets to the free throw line.
And Gordon drops them both. Memphis trailing here. Morant left side. Here's Adams. Outside, Bain. Morant passes to Bain. Adams sets the pick for Bain. And Adams now top of the key. Morant outside. Driving inside. And the rejection by Zubac. They retain possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Clippers ball.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Westbrook kicks to Gordon. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Gordon's got 5 now.
Gordon gets the pass there and takes off for the jump shot before the defense could react.
Jackson from long range. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And here's Morant. 7 points in the game. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Gordon kicks to Covington. Gordon with the screen for Covington. Back to Gordon. Pass to Leonard. On the wing, Gordon. The three. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Morant against Leonard. Adams dishes to Brooks. For the lead. And it's rebounded by Covington.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Covington, a screen on Jackson. And here's Leonard from 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Paul George, he's checked in for Gordon. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Morant outside. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. From deep, George. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Love to see PG getting into that zone. Committed to find the points.
Up top, Adams. Leonard against Morant. Back to Adams. Plenty of space. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 5 assists in the game. George against Brooks. Here's Leonard. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Screen by Adams. Morant passes to Kennard. And they double up Morant. Outside Jackson. And the rejection by Zubats. It's George on the wing. Brooks covering. George passes to Zubats. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Well, Paul George is great at breaking down the defense, and he does it with the pass that time.
Now here's Morant for 3. The feed to Jackson. In the corner, Kennard with it. Brooks with no one around. Off target with his 3. Los Angeles leading by 5. Down low, Morant with the steal. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Covington with the steal. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Clippers on top, up by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. But you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. At the guard spots, we'll see Morant and Brooks. Jackson is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Clark in at the center position. Some changes for Memphis. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. And it's Bain in for Luke Kennard. Morant dishes to Adams. Can't hit from in close. LA's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And George kicks to Plumlee. Back to George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his third.
Steven Adams picks one up.
Paul George right now one step ahead of his defender using the old pump fake.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
At the elbow, it's Jackson. And he overshot that one, missing.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide-open jumper, just unable to do so.
And it's George finishing it off.
And Paul George had great position that time, an easy deuce.
Brooks outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Great open look there. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Powell against Morant. Adams outside. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Morant outside. And he makes good on the layup.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
George passes to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And they'll get another chance. Bain against George. 5 to shoot. Bain drawn the double team. And Morant gets it to go.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
There's the three. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Robert Covington comes in for Marcus Morris. And Kawhi Leonard comes in for Norman Powell. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And now, running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. No good with the triple. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Stolen by George. Adams against Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on their turnovers. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Jackson kicks to Bain. Pass to Brooks. To Bain. Covington with the steal. The deep three from George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson finds Brooks. Back to Jackson. 24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. That one's not going to go. Well, for the Clippers, they can just run out the clock. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Morant against Westbrook. Morant reaches to Adams. There's Jackson with the three. No good on that one. So the Clippers with the win. A confident win and one where they clearly... David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Thanks, guys. Well, DeAndre Ayton's a defense.
And the talent to deliver, Allie, for sure. Thank you. Go. So Phoenix will get the first possession. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at center, filling out the middle.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
The three, George fires in the triple.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And George with the jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Paul. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Okogie, it's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
So rejected by Ayton. Count that bucket. Just over a minute and a half in. Outside Paul. Durant, the pass to Booker. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Already a terrific career for Booker. Three-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Leonard. Yes, it's good.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Outside Paul. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
George outside. The shot. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
This is BG's role. He's out here to shoot the ball and to do it often.
It's Durant with a drive. Oh, George with a steal. In transition, here come the Clippers. From the elbow. The shot misses. And Phoenix the other way now. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on even to Zubats. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great wins.
We've got 1:28 left in the opening quarter. Ayton, the screen on Westbrook. Paul passes to Ayton, 16 feet out. Here's Okogie, covered by Covington. 5 to shoot. With the floater. Here's Ayton, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Clippers have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's George. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
There's a reason Russell Westbrook ranks among the greatest ever in terms of assists. He excels at getting the ball to his open teammates.
And Durant slams it home.
Putting a little creativity into it. Durant usually making it look easy, but not here.
Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Paul passes to Durant. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
KD that time playing the big man role, setting the screen and getting it done.
Pass to Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. Fires the 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Durant against Leonard. Durant, the pass to Booker. The shot won't fall. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. Leonard for 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close.
20. Fans, your Clippers, Houston team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, BA. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
The Clippers in the lead. Here's George. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
And the shot goes in. Paul's got 6 points.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
They double team George to the paint. Westbrook. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Ayton, a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Ayton. Plumlee pulls down the board.
That's their plan to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
George against Booker. George outside. Doesn't go that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Octopi. Here's Durant. The kick out to Paul. Durant, the pass to Paul. Goes up again. Rebound by the Clippers.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Outside Covington. Covington, a screen on Paul. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drives. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from three.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And it's the Suns with the ball, trailing by 5. Paul against Westbrook.
Love seeing the hustle from Russell Westbrook, especially on the defensive end.
The 3, George. Here's Leonard. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant against Plumlee. That's good from Durant on the assist from Paul. Durant's got 5 points now this quarter. It's George on the wing. Booker defending. Booker against George. Pass to Leonard. Beyond the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker, the pass to Paul. To the inside. And that one's good by Durant. And it's now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
I like KD using his size to impose his will. That's a strong move.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
Chris Paul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
35 seconds left to play in the half. Morris for 3. And Booker pulls it down. The Suns have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Pass to Aiden. Here's Octopi. Give him 8 points now. And Paul gets it to go. Paul's got 10 points.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Morris, a screen on Paul. Up top, Morris. Shot to end the cold streak. And the first half comes to a conclusion. Appreciated, Allie.
Your Clippers, 29. The Suns, 30.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Octopi, and it's Aiden in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Booker finds Durant. 6 to shoot. Inside. Aiden. And Aiden with the stuff.
I mean, come on. A 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Aiden beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Here's Highland. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Gordon. Here's Morris. And he drives in. And Durant with the block. The 3 is up. Okogie shot is off. The Clippers trail.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Powell against Paul. Zubats with a screen on Paul. Powell passes to Gordon. 0 over Booker. Clippers keep it alive. Pass to Highland. Fires for three. On target from range. And it's a tie ball game.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
Outside Paul. Outside Durant. Here's Ayton. Second chance shot. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Here's Highland. He has 6 for 3. Powell. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Pass to Octopi. Outside Durant. Zubac with the steal. Gordon against Booker. Gordon outside. Morris, a screen on Booker. Here's Highland. Shot clock at 5. Back to Gordon. Cash money on the open jump shot. Gordon's got his first points of the game.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Back to Durant. To end the run. And Durant with the big finish.
One of the all-time scoring greats. Durant is racking up the points tonight. There's nothing you can do to stop him.
Here's Highland. With the drive.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Second personal foul.
First one falls for him. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Covington comes in for Morris. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Powell. And it's Paul George in for Gordon.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Paul passes to Ayton, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now, but you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
And the Clippers making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. The Suns trailing. Booker with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Plumlee against Ayton. Here's Durant. Pass to Octopi. This for the tie. They get it back. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
They double team George. Leonard on the wing. There's 38 seconds left in the third. For 3, Covington. George outside. Pass to Westbrook. Shot from the wing. Here's Plumlee. And the Clippers miss again. The Suns have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Octopi on the wing. Booker against Westbrook. Booker, good. And the Suns lead by 1.
You love the intensity on Booker's drive. Cutting in like there's nothing the defense can do to stop him.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's still anybody's game as we reach. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the one. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's George, and George with the jam.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
Here's Paul. Goes back up. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
Now here's Durant. From behind the arc. Nice shot by Octopi. Now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
The playmaking skills of Kevin Durant on display, capable of whipping passes to open teammates.
Westbrook outside. Drops in the layup for two.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
The Suns have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Here's Paul. Outside Booker. The Suns need to get off a shot. Durant, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Plumlee a screen. Leonard can't get it to go. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Ayton. And that one's in. Nice feed on the play. Ayton's got 10 points in just the second half.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's Westbrook. That shot, no good. The Suns have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Throws it up high. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Westbrook will do whatever it takes to create for his team. The pick and roll is just one option.
Westbrook against Paul. Here's Ayton. And stolen by Leonard. George with it. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to Plumlee. Back to Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. And now just a 4-point Phoenix lead.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Westbrook against Paul. Just 5 to shoot. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 1:10 left in the game. Leonard for 3. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Paul passes to Durant. Takes it inside. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Zubac, he's checked in for Plumlee.
The odds are in KD's favor here. He's a very consistent free throw shooter.
That's his third personal.
He gets the first, and that That brings him within 2 here. And Leonard drops them both.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Durant, pass to Booker. Money!
I mean, no hesitation in the clutch. Scoring the ball is second nature to KD.
20 seconds left to play in the 4th. George against Booker. Pass to Leonard. Back to George. To tie it up. The 3 won't fall. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
I smack clowns with mad style.
guys are ready to go. And it's the Suns to start out. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Octopi in at the 3 spot. It's stolen by Adams. Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Now here's Paul. Tipped away. And Booker kicks to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And here is Bane after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Bane, no good. Booker with it. Now defended by Bane. Durant against Adams. KD passes to Ayton. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. 6 on the shot clock.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Morant against Paul. Morant kicks to Jackson. Brooks outside. Buries it from 3-point range.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Morant against Paul. He takes it in, makes it off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You gladly take those.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference, only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Taylor Jenkins.
Thanks, Kevin. He said when you're going against a team that can dominate like this one inside, you have to really play great help defense, communicate, and double team, but only when it makes sense. It's a little bit of a chess match, but it's a physical one, guys.
Thank you, David.
See, I like it when Paul attacks the hoop, when he looks for his.
Morant passes to Bane. Adams sets the pick for Bane. It's Morant with the drive. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Ayton, the pass to Octopi. Now here's Paul. Kicks to Ayton. Here's Octopi. Brooks covering. Paul for 3. Shoots. Here's KD. That shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
Ayton in the corner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Offline with his 3. Suns trail by 4 to the middle. Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
And it's Clark in the corner. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Eldorado. He's covered by 8. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Clark.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside, KD. Ayton sets the pick for Durant. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Grizzlies.
KD a screen on Jones. Paul passes to Durant. Octopi for 3. A shot missing. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the...
Please give a big round of applause.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Octopi in at the small forward. And here is Paul, after Dillon Brooks was able to get the triple. Booker inside, guarded by Bane. Shot clock at 6. Ayton wide open, knocks down the 3-ball. Ayton's got 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, stretch bigs are getting bigger. Ayton, MB, Big Cat, this is the future.
Bane kicks to Brooks. Back to Bane. Dishes it to Adams. And stolen by Booker. Fast break, here come the Suns. Ball finds Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. KD with it. Guarded down by Jackson.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Craig, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Booker looking around. Back to Ayton. Stolen by Jackson. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. He kicks it to Brooks. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. He's got 9.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
And this is his game. He's not going to settle or try anything further away from the rim. He knows who he is.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Now, here's Clark. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. He was all alone on that one. Now it's a 6-point Grizzly lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies. All against Morant. Booker outside. Ayton kicks to Booker. Clock at 6. Outside Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
Clark outside. Paul against Morant. And finished off by Morant.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, he'll take it.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Aldama's checked in, and it's Kennard in for Bain. Now, here's Kennard. Now the pass to Aldama. Clark outside. They double him with Booker. Kennard for three. Rebound by Octopi.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Drills it from outside. Ayton's got a pair of triples in the second now for Phoenix.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
Paul with the ball. Jones covering. Pass to Booker. Outside Durant. And finished off by KD.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes, pretty easy for him.
Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brooks outside. Over to the wing. And that time, also a missed shot. Paul for three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, David, thank you. And
the Grizzlies, 27. The Suns, 28.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
Bain and Williams are your wingmen. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama at the four-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Gets it to fall. A bucket from Bain. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down. So you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Jones looking for an opening. Into the lane. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jones has got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
No coverage that time. Okogi's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's the pick. Clark, the pass to Aldama. Outside, Bain. Passes it to Aldama. Back to Bain. Jones drives in. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Jones has got 6.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Now here's Paul. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Clark. Dylan Brooks comes in for Bain. And it's Ja Morant in for Tyus Jones. Here's Paul. 8 points for him. Outside for KD. It counts, and the foul. That one's on Morant.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is, able to score against physical defenders.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage. And he looks far
Paul. Following the miss by John Morant from deep. Count that one.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
Here's Morant. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. Morant dishes to Williams. And that one's good, Morant. Morant's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies.
Heave that one up there and hope for the best. Nothing wrong with that. Morant, sometimes you just got to rely on your talent.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And they double up Morant. Outside Williams. Adams sets the pick for Williams. And it's Brooks in the corner. Jackson a screen on Booker. Brooks with no one around. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brooks has got 12.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Paul kicks to Booker. Durant in the corner. Drops in the layup for 2. KD's got 9 points here in the second half.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Morant finds Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Morant against Paul. And Morant throws it down. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Paul passes to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Stolen by Brooks. Pass to Jackson. And stolen by Booker. Durant down low. Guarded by Morant. Paul for 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. And that one is off. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Octopi into the small post. No good from Booker. Memphis has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Jackson. Here's the pass to Jones. Adams trying to free himself up. And he banks in the layup. Jones has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Memphis. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Driving in. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Now here's Kennard. Adams sets the pick for Kennard. 5 on the clock. Bain with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Offensive rebound. And Adams with the slam.
You have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Durant dishes to Ayton. Ball against Jones. Back to Ayton. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Grizzlies. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
A near 7-footer. KD shooting almost 90% from the line for his career. That's a rare combination.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Morant comes in for Jones. Now here's Durant. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Out left to the wing. To the paint. Here's Adams. Nice pass. Run into the rack perfectly for the layup. Adams has got 4 this quarter.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Ayton hits them both.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton. A 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Now here's Morant. Jackson has the open look. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Ayton finds Durant. Ayton sets the pick for KD. Pass to Octopi. Now Ayton. KD looking around. Back to Ayton. Fires from 14. Phoenix no good that time either. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris Paul picks up that one.
So good at staying in attack. When Durant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up his lead.
Outside Durant. Just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game. The Suns running out of time. Booker the pass to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now here's Morant. Passes to Bing. 1:15 left to play here in the 4th. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Bing. Morant's got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis. Here's Durant. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Memphis.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
I'm just not sure they have the time to pull this one off.
No doubt the clock is their biggest enemy right now. It just about take a magic trick for them to find the points they need.
Here's Brooks. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Here's Morant. Here's Bane. Offensive rebound. Adams. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability to...
smack clowns with mad style.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been called a cyborg for...
Maybe influenced by his years with Tim Duncan, who also had that poker face. Allie, good stuff. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. And Doris, when you're playing in the same conference, the rivalry is real. These teams in particular have bumped heads for years.
Well, rivalries are built when something is at stake. And when you look at the entire history of this matchup, the peaks and valleys for each club, there's a little bit of distaste, which always makes for interesting viewing.
Now here's Westbrook. Zubac passes to George. And the shot goes.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Pass to Jackson. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Leonard outside. Offline with a 3. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Down low. Here's Jackson. Outside for Morant. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed. Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Adams. Adams with a screen on Leonard. And here's Morant outside. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Here's George. The second effort. Out to Leonard. Clock at 6. Banked it in off the glass. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
And it's Morant off the drive.
Love the attacking mindset of Morant. Gets him to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The Clippers in the lead. George right side. Westbrook outside. Jackson against Covington. Leonard right side. Takes a 3. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Well, Kawhi Leonard getting to his spots, and his hands are up, ready to catch and shoot. Nicely done.
From deep, Morant. And the three-pointer goes. Morant's got 5 points.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
George's shot is off.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Puts up a 3. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Pass to George. 1:14 left to play in the first. Here's Zubac for 3. Covington. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Now here's Brooks. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Morant. And stolen by Leonard. Westbrook right side. And here's George. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams, terrific protecting the basket.
Brooks a screen on Covington. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And the jam by George.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Moran against Leonard. Pass to Bain. Here's Adams. And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers ahead. They lead by. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, they've got Robert Covington. Eric Gordon is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Plumlee in at the 5.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Pass to Jackson. For 3. Knocks down the triple. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Brooks with it. Outside Moran. Leonard pulls down the board.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Now here's Adams. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Adams with a screen on Gordon. 6 to shoot. Jackson drawing the double team. Here's Adams. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Leonard with a screen on Moran. Here's Westbrook. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis trailing here. Outside Moran. Pass to Adams. Brooks from outside. The Clippers grab the miss. Gordon on the wing, guarded by Bain. Leonard on the wing. There's the 3. Drains the triple. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
Now, Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
A big group substitution here for Memphis. Clark is checked in for Adams. Aldama comes in for Jackson. Kennard, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Jones in for Moran. Now here's Jones. Kennard outside. Pulls up. Plumlee pulls down the board. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008 Graham. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
And play stops, as it looks like an over-the-back call here.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
They like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
Pass to Aldama. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in the game. Offensive rebound and stolen by Bain. Kennard against Plumlee. Bain, the pass to Clark. Here's Aldama. 4-3. That one no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. outside. Morris outside. Pass to Plumlee from 13, and the jumper is good. Plumlee's got his first bucket in this one.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Now here's Clark. Outside Jones. Kicks it out to Clark. To win the drought. Oh, Clark with the slam.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Back to Gordon. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Brandon Clark.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Williams is checked in. For Memphis, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Back to Jones. Pass to Kennard. Knocked loose.
Bones Hyatt. Second personal foul. First team foul.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Williams from long range. They get the rebound. Here's Aldama. Kicks it out to Clark. Kennard outside. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Highland. Fires from deep. And that's not going to go. Thanks very much, Allie. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
You've got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
George hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Brooks outside. From deep, Morant sends it home from three-point land. Morant's got 11 points.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
The first free throw is good. Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. And so he makes both from the line.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
Now here's Jackson, and stolen by Leonard. There's the triple. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 7 rebounds in the game, and it's in there. 13 points in the game.
Kawhi Leonard, the size, the strength, the ability to put the ball on the floor. I mean, trying to deal with this guy off a drive is so tough.
Jackson against Covington. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Leonard. And here's Morant outside. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. And the Clippers lead by 14. Leonard against Morant. They need this. Sure, from three-point range.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Morant. He's got 14. Drills it from deep. Jackson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Clark is checked in for Adams.
Now into the lineup.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Leonard. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
Clark with a screen on Leonard. Jackson on the wing. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Morant.
2 minutes remaining.
5 to shoot. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morant's got 16 points now.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Westbrook right side. Here's Zubats, pounded by Morant. A nice shot by Zubats. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Working close, find a way to score.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Covington finds George. Back to Covington. Going inside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Kennard. Three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime.
Well, speed, intelligence, touch. Kawhi Leonard has it all.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's the 3. It's the trifecta. 9 points in the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Jackson with a screen on George. Kennard had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Leonard on the wing. Over Morant. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Kawhi Leonard making highlights for Los Angeles. Absolutely carrying. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at him. He thinks think it's just another game. He is totally in control of his emotions.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told them it's going to come down to our defense. If we buckle down and get stops, they've got no way back. With the win in sight, he doesn't want them to relax. Guys, back over to you.
And Allie, thanks. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Hits a three-pointer.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
That one drops for him. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Right now, the game is coming easy to Kawhi Leonard. He's in rhythm, and he knows it.
Pass to Adams. Back to Kennard. To the middle. Kennard on the wing. The three ball. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Leonard outside. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Leonard's got 31.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Jones misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Covington finds Zubac. Leonard against Kennard. Puts it up from 17. And that one hits the back iron.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, you have to understand what the defense is doing. If they give you an opportunity to set up a teammate, Luke Kennard will take it.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jackson, he's checked in for Aldama. Brooks comes in for Kennard. And it's Morant in for Jones. George against Bain. George left side. It's Powell on the wing. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant with it. Picked up by Powell. Morant against Powell. And then Morant with the dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Powell against Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson for 3. Fires in the triple.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
George against Bain. Kicks it out to Westbrook from deep three-point range. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Well, he just hasn't found his rhythm tonight, partly because he's gotten fewer touches.
Jackson finds Adams. Now Bain. George defending. Bain into the lane. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Now, that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation, my goodness. And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Jackson with a screen on George. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Oh, Morris with a steal. George for three. No good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Powell passes to George. Drives to the hoop, and the shot goes down. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Boy, there's a smoothness to Paul George's game. He's moving fast, but he makes it look easy.
There's Jackson with the three. Can't hit that one. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. And Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
basketball. Now, we might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard.
And how about Durant inside because of that height? Just tough to deal with. Comfortable attacking from that spot.
Westbrook against KD. Covington kicks to Westbrook. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense.
Paul George right now one step ahead of his defender, using the old pump fake.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Ayton wide open. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Booker against George. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
A three from Leonard, and it's Durant with the rebound. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And Paul gets it to go in.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
George against Booker. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
And we could feel that one all the way over here. Paul passes to Ayton. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Outside Leonard. Outside Covington. Shot clock at 5. The shot by George, no good. And KD's got the ball here for Phoenix. Dishes it to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Paul George with the steal. Covington passes to Plumlee. Left side Leonard. Outside for George. Leonard sets a screen for George. And it's George again missing. The Suns leading. Durant dishes to Booker. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Back to KD. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Russell Westbrook.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
A Okogie for three. And it's rebounded by Covington.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Suns leading by 4. Pass to Okogie. Front past the arc. Unable to get that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard draws the double. Westbrook finds Plumlee. And Leonard has it in the corner. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Ball's running. And it's Ayton missing.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Here's Leonard. And that one goes long. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Suns lead by 4. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Okogie, the pass to Ayton. Here's Durant. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard looking over the floor. And it's Gordon penetrating. Lays it up off the glass.
Nice change of speed from Gordon on the drive to the hoop. Love that aggressiveness.
Booker uses the glass to finish the layup. Booker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Zubac's a screen on Booker. Shot by Gordon, wide open. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Good on the three-point shot.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Booker against Gordon. Passes it to Westbrook. Covington setting the pick for Westbrook. Kicks it out to Gordon. Takes a 3. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Gordon's got 5.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Paul for 3. Rebounded by Covington. Clippers trail by 4. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. These guys scoring in a variety of ways. Really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader. I can't imagine the fans have ever rattled Kawhi Leonard when he's at the free throw line. Heck, when he's on the court at any point, it's impossible to make that guy crack.
Out to the wing. Here's Ayton. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 5.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Screen by Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Leonard on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
Leonard once again imposing his will.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hits it from three-point range.
That That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Zubac. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Ball outside. To the inside. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Octopi. That's his first foul. Norman Powell's checked in for the Clippers.
Clippers substitution. Norman.
Here's Powell. In the corner, it's Gordon. Second chance shot, and the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Zubac.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And Ayton gets double teamed. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Suns ball.
KD looking around. 6 on the shot clock.
Supreme effort there. Plumlee able to get up into the shooter's face and alter that shot attempt.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. It's Covington on the wing. For the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Covington's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Ball outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks for the great interview, David. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Look at Chris Paul. What a contribution.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1.
Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size. Ayton has done a much better job just staying patient. Great pump fake there.
Gordon's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Russell Westbrook just out there and focused, trying to find ways in which he can help out his team to secure any win.
Ball against Westbrook. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And now the fast break. George with the ball. He kicks it to Plumlee. Clippers moving the ball around. And the basket by Gordon.
Ooh, that three-pointer right there hurts. The former Indiana Hoosier really can bury those threes in bunches.
Booker in the corner. Ball outside. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
How about Ayton going up there and showing off a little bit of his skill with the half turn?
The Clippers in the lead.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And then Durant with the jam.
That's impressive. Kevin Durant just getting up and throwing it down.
Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Durant with it. 8 points for him. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Plumlee sets the pick for Gordon. Here he goes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Terrific play by Eric Gordon to force the issue there and get the defense to overcommit on the jump shot.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. And here's Booker. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Now the Clippers moving it up. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Paul. George double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Covington kicks to Gordon. Kicks it out to Covington. And stolen by Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Aiton a screen on George. Here's Booker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in.
We've seen George hit some threes from way downtown before, and he's at it again.
On the wing, George. Back to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Paul for 3. Right side Durant. The pass to Octopi. Just 5 on the clock. And then Durant with the jam.
And another one for KD, putting together a beautiful offensive night.
George double team. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. Octopi, the pass to Paul. Outside, KD. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Like how Durant uses his wily frame there to get off those shots. Not an easy shot, but for him, man, it looks easy.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Marcus Morris comes in for Robert Covington. Mann subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Mann, defended by Paul. Mann gets the bucket as we approach the fourth quarter. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Paul. 7 points in the game. Drives to the hoop, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Paul's got 9.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And the Clippers call time here.
Who's ready for t-shirt time? Get on your feet and get loud, fans. That's right, son. Time to make some noise for you, some dancers.
9 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Highland. And So it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Phoenix. He finishes with...
And please give a big round of applause.
In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Suns foul.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Octopi in at the three. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
KD can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. And George kicks to Covington. And the three off target. Suns trailing. Now here's Paul. Now the dish to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Ayton's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
He's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch. It's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Paul against Westbrook. Outside Covington. 4 on the clock. Drills the three-pointer. And the Clippers lead by 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's George. Good on the shot.
Paul George.
Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through and takes on the contact.
Outside Durant. Pass to Ayton. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And Phoenix has possession. Octopi for 3.
Covington can guard 1 through 5, and he'll be asked to do that.
Right side George. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got his 6th rebound on the night. Takes it inside. And KD throws it down.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Octopi.
Personal foul.
And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Westbrook against Paul. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Well, he's been in these spots before, and you can see Westbrook wants it and comes through.
George against Paul. Leonard with the steal. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And finished off by Leonard.
And that just may put the finishing touch on this one. Not at all a time to get sloppy with the ball.
Here's Paul. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
And Chris Paul, when he gets into those tight spots, he becomes pretty smart in it.
And so Paul nails both of them.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
Westbrook against Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
Well, Ayton and efficiency go hand in hand. I mean, this guy's field goal percentage is on cloud 9.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Plumlee with a screen on Booker. Inside, 6 to shoot, and that one good. Plumlee's got his first points in this one.
I tell you, Plumlee rolls so hard to the basket, no one really wants to get in his way.
Paul. Here's Durant. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why.
Clippers leading by 4. Baseline jumper. Pass to Westbrook. Here's the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. And KD's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
You get the feeling that KD loves the pressure because he knows what he's capable of doing for this team.
And the Clippers making a change here. Island's checked in.
If he hits all of those, they're feeling a lot more comfortable. But now, still a one-possession game.
Passes it to Covington. Durant against George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kevin Durant.
How many times have we seen Paul George single-handedly just close out games by himself? We'll see if this is one of those times.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Leonard with the steal. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Covington doesn't have to have the ball to help you, but you do want him occasionally to get touches and keep him engaged.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
At the line for 2.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Down low, Leonard with the steal. George from deep three-point land, off the mark. And so Los Angeles takes the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
I smack clowns with mad style.
NBA presentation. Hi, everybody. And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. And then Morant with the dunk.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Booker can't get it to go. Well, Smitty with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
B.A., before he tweaks his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move, like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Jackson outside. And it's slammed in by Adams.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. Don't come across them that often.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Ayton, the screen on Morant. Pass to Ayton. The three. Sinks the tray.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
They grab their own miss. Here's Bane. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Durant. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And here's Bane. Pass to Brooks. Outside Bane. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Bane. Morant's got 8 points.
Morant, such a quick thinker. He doesn't hesitate on the catch and shoot.
Ayton, a screen on Morant. Here's Durant. Out left to the wing. Here's Ayton. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Morant against Paul. Now here's Brooks. The D's right on him. Adams, the pass to Morant. Adams with a screen on Durant. Memphis needs to get off a shot. The three from Bane. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Octopi. The kick out to Paul. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Desmond Bane and last year's outcome. So unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Paul against Jones. Right side Bane. Pass to Brooks. Robbed. Fast break. Here we go. Up ahead. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Clark with a screen on Booker. Bane, the pass to Clark. Outside Jones. Back to Clark. Pass to Aldama. Outside Jones. 6 to shoot. with a screen on Booker. The three from Bain. And Ayton pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Ayton with a screen. Durant, pass to Ayton. Misses from short range.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Outside Jones. Uses the glass on the layup.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The Suns have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Octopi. Lets it go from deep. On the wing, Durant. Ayton with a screen. Durant, the pass to Ayton. Second chance effort. No good there. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Houston.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Luke Kennard out there with Ja Morant. And it's Bain in at the 3 slot. And Ayton gets it to go.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys. If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Memphis leading. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Outside Durant. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Ayton inside, hounded by Morant. Phoenix calls timeout. Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Outside Bain. Jackson on the wing. Back to Bain. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bain getting off the ground with ease.
Here's Paul. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Paul's got 5 points.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Ayton against Adams. Jackson down low. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Back to Adams. Here's Kennard. Misses off the right iron.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Durant, and he banks in the layup. And it's now only a 1-point Memphis lead.
He's so polished. All Durant needs is a little airspace to get his shot off.
Morant drawing the double team. The three from Bane. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Clark is checked in for Adams. Aldama comes in for Bane. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Kennard.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
The Suns have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Paul passes to Ayton. To the inside. And Ayton with the stuff.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Clark with a screen on Booker. Here's Aldama. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Paul against Morant. Paul with the bucket. Paul's got 6 here in the quarter.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
Paul against Morant. Pass to Jackson. Let's go with a 3. Here's Aldama. Three-pointer, Brooks. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Suns trailing. Left side, Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And the length of Durant, more than capable of attacking the rim and either scoring or drawing the foul.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Clark with a screen on Paul. Jones from outside. Rebounded by Chris Paul. And the layup is good off the glass. Paul's got 9 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Suns ahead. They lead by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Nails it from beyond the arc.
You get the feeling that Brooks will get better and better with this shot. He's obviously working on it.
Outside for Booker. Okogie on the wing. Pass to Durant. Over Adams. And another basket for Phoenix.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Jones, the pass to Brooks. Adams with a screen on Booker. Out to the wing. Back to Brooks. Outside Jones. Now Adams is covered by Ayton. Paul passes to Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
And this is how dynamic Ayton can be on the offensive end. Keep getting him the ball, please.
Brooks outside. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
On the wing, Durant. Misses from close range. Memphis trailing here. Outside Jones. Launches a three. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Ayton in the high post. Booker against Clark. Here's Durant. Drilled from 11 feet out. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
From the mid-range, it's like a lay-in for KD. Easy money.
Booker against Brooks. On the wing, Bane. Clark with the screen. Pass to Adams. Back to Bane. Here's Jones. Memphis the rebound. Outside for Brooks.
2 minutes.
Clark with the screen. Brooks the pass to Clark. Counted.
Great pass by Brooks, showing the leadership here that he showed in college. The kid just makes plays.
And there it is for him. Durant's got 14.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Clark against Durant. Clark, the pass to Adams. On the wing, Jones. He's got 5. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major, major impact.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Jones, and that one's good. Oh,
that's just awesome position right there. Great basket to help add to the lead.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Booker with it. Checked by Brooks. Here's Octopi. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Down low, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Apparently, he didn't appreciate giving up points.
I mean, just throws it down right in the man's face. Here's Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
The offensive arsenal of Durant is limitless. He fills it up so fast in a multitude of ways.
Oh, there's Durant with the slam.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Here he goes. Soft touch off the glass. And now just a 1-point Suns lead.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
First team foul.
No good on the free throw. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. And he sinks the second.
An experienced veteran in this league, Chris Paul offers valuable insight both on and off the floor.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. We'll be back in a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. We've got Jared Jackson. Ja Morant is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Aldama in at the 4 spot.
The 7-footer Durant is a threat to dunk it. Can't let him get inside.
Pass to Williams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Launches it. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Durant. Inside. Ayton, no good. And the Grizzlies shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Paul with it, guarded by Morant. Durant against Williams.
Memphis foul.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Steven Adams checked in for Aldama. Brooks comes in for Williams. And it's Desmond Bane in for Kennard. Bane against Booker. Outside Paul. The Suns need to get off a shot. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
And the three-pointer goes.
Talk about stepping up. I mean, that is a huge three-pointer.
That's what you have to do. Clutch shots, clutch shooters, they come through in those positions.
Out of bounds, it'll be Grizzlies ball.
Memphis ball.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
Ayton with a screen. Booker for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Morant, pass to Brooks. Adams up top. Left side Morant. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Ayton with it. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to Durant. Outside Paul. Up top Durant. Just 5 on the clock. Ayton, the screen on Adams. And that one good. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
He keeps a low profile, but make no mistake, KD lives for the big shot.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Come on now, if you want to talk about a crazy vertical, that was that. I mean, it was ridiculous. And then add in the extended hang times. Ooh, oh my.
To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Jackson against Ayton. Back to Jackson. Pass to Morant. That shot off the mark. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Paul with it. Guarded by Morant. Paul passes to Booker. And stolen by Morant. Nice move. And a foul called on the way up. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
People were worried that this would slow the previous plays. Close calls in every game. The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make them.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
And then Morant with the dunk.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
Here's a 3 for Paul. He's off on that one. And it's Memphis the other way. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Payne against Booker. Brooks outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. Money.
For a guy his size, Jaren has such a quick first step. Gets to the rim in a hurry.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The 3 is up. And again, it's the Suns missing. And here's Memphis now. Big run right now for him. 11-2. And the basket is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Outside Paul. Pass to Aiden.
Yeah! Clutch points from Aiden. We've seen him do it in the finals. DeAndre is a prime-time player.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Clowns with mad style.